So let's take a look at the Revit Rain Barrel demonstration here. So the first thing I need to do is open the file of where I am going to put it. So here's my part 2 for students to use. And so I'll just use that one. I think it's kind of a mostly blank one. It's ready to go. Yep, there it is. It's ready to go. And I'm going to put a rain barrel, say here, or maybe even on the front. So I'll go to my floor plan view and go to my site plan, and I'm going to turn it into wireframe just to be sure that I can see it later on. Okay, so I can see everything. So that's where I'm going to start. Now I want to put in a rain barrel, and I don't have a rain barrel. So I have to make one in Revit if that's where I want to make it. So I will do a new file, and it's going to be what's called a family. Okay, a family is a part or a group of parts that goes into a Revit file. So here's my family, and I'm using English imperial units. And there's all sorts of preset families that go in certain ways and turn themselves on and off at the right time. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go down until I find one called generic model. And you'll see over here, I've got all these views. And the first thing I want to do is, this is sort of like Inventor. So I'm going to make an extrusion. And it says right over here, I can do my drawing. And I know a rain barrel is round. So I'm going to type, and it's about 1 foot in diameter, in radius, 2 feet in diameter. So I'll do a 1 foot radius. And then way up here on the left, depth, that's how far is it going to go? Okay, and I can also type it in here on the constraints. Either place, it does it in both places. And so I think it was like 3 feet, about something like that. I got that extra one there. What's going on here? It looks like my VMware is kind of crashing out a little bit. There it goes. It's fixed itself. And so I'll look at it in a 3D view. And as soon as I go check mark, there it is. It showed up. So that's my rain barrel. And I can change these dimensions at will. So I'm going to save that file, save as my family, and I'm going to call it Rain Barrel 3. I've done this a few times. Rain Barrel 3. They're all probably a little bit different. And then once that's done, I'm going to load it into my project. Load it in, and I'll see, there it is. It's going to show up, and I'll put it right there. Now, in this case, it didn't find a host. Let's see what happens. I'm going to back up one and put it into a different view, and I'm going to go back. There's my rain barrel. There it is. I'm going to load it into the project again, and see, it doesn't really show it. So that's okay. So I'll come down to my families. If it's in there and you just can't find it, you can go down to your families and look at it. There it is, Rain Barrel 3. I hold my mouse down and I drag it over, and there it is. Click. And then I can tell it how high to put it. So to tell it what its elevation is, I should know what it is right there. So I do a spot elevate. It tells me it's 5'5". So I can click on it and tell it, there it is. It is. It's at 5'5". That's kind of cool. It is in the right place. So that's kind of cool. If I go down and look at my 3D views, I should see it. There it is. It's in place. So that's how you do it. You make your family, as an extrusion, and then you can see it, and you load it into the project. It's already open. Place it, check your elevations, place it, click on it, check the elevation, just make sure it's okay, and then you're done. So that's the Revit Rain Barrel.